two names together that jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of thinking by blowing out the Tide last season.
I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
So many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be heated. And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Tide.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
LSU quick to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw again. A little screen to the running back. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Looks Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes the catch at the 10. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Touch pass on the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is blocked. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the slippery slide, finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the PAT makes it 14-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Punch it out of the air.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go up top on second and short. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there and they create a negative play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field, throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on second and long. The inside handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Reese. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Touchdown, LSU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. It's Reese. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. He'll keep it himself. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. LSU right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. No-huddle offense to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught, close to the marker, it's off. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Punt is in the air on fourth down. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early, and
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all...
Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Burton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Near the sticks. It's Burton. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Daniels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist.
Touchdown! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at 3 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Nestles it in at the 35. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Let's go. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Under fire! And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU quick to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count the numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kick... Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. using the quick game. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown time!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Still running at the 40. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Got his man quickly. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Lost yardage leaves them looking at second and 14. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They got nothing on the last play at second and 10. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Flying down the right side. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Bill.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. On the run, it's Suggs. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. We needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be...
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation. Field for the 1st.
And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.